Uh, okay, there we go. Seems like my avatar is reacting finally. So let me adjust the volume because I actually get this slightly higher than usual. We're gonna do the usual, check the volume of my mic, my headphones. And yeah, welcome back to Death Stranding 2. I've played only a little bit more than yesterday, but yeah. This was actually one of the things I was worried about when I paused to not play this game, and that is actually the fact that if I started playing this game, I'm not going to be playing Expedition as much, as you can see, is what's happening. Anytime. So, after getting to our initial place, what is happening here? Not exactly sure. Is there like an icon on here? Something? I'm not seeing it. Anyways, to recap. Yeah, after doing our initial delivery to what I assume would be this game Central Knot, or maybe we're still in the tutorial area. After doing the initial delivery to Ciudad del Norte, we were tasked with delivering medical supplies to Villa Libre. And at this point, the game kind of introduced the side quest or request system. So we are after the packages right here, which is right in front of the mule camp. I might take some time to actually go through the mountains and check this place out, because I'm curious as to what's hiding over here. So this stream is actually going to be pretty much just me moving around and doing random side quests. Also, this is something I didn't notice before. I'm not sure exactly where it is in the menu. Let's see if we can find it. So yeah, Sam's stats. This was not a thing in the previous game, right? Like, it's taken sort of a book from Morrowind or Oblivion, or I guess even, not Skyrim, right? Morrowind or Oblivion, because the more you do a certain action, the more your stats rise. So as you can see, because I usually move by balancing myself, my KO resistance is very high, and I usually try to get to the final area with medium weight limits. And apparently you can increase these by doing it more, and I probably will focus on this one. This is something I don't do when I'm playing Death Stranding. I almost never sprint because it feels a bit dangerous to be sprinting, even more so in this game, because once it starts raining or if it's wet, Sam has a tendency to slip, as I've noticed. But I want this stat to go up. The only stat I might not go up is maybe this, which you might be wondering, but hey, you've used the gun, obviously, that's why you got an experience here. This experience is actually from the training simulations in the game, because there are training simulations to sort of teach you the basics. So I'm gonna map out the route over here. Do I need a route? It's pretty straightforward, all things considered. We just go straight this way. Like straight down this path. And right here is the lost cargo. So, unlike usual, we will actually be sprinting, because I want to raise my sprint stat. As you can see, sprinting actually reduces your stamina. The little plus icon you're seeing over there. Whoa, whoa, what was that? Ah, chiral crystals. Let's pick that up. Now, I'm seeing some weird data all over the place. Not sure whether that's my internet connection bugging out. Weird. Why is there... Is this kind of showing me my own path or another player's path? Not sure. A piece of cargo. Should I be picking that up? I do believe the side quests that we're doing for is actually low weight cargo. So we can probably slot this in, because I have... Oh, okay. So time is actually changing, which is also a new thing in Death Stranding. Ah, and this is pretty useful, but where exactly are we going? Lost cargo, no. This is our destination, so we're having to go around this. I will give you a lot of pikes.
Thank you kindly.
Not sure why. Okay, I do understand why. Because one of the things with the game is there is a dynamic weather system. So initially, when I came over here this way, this path was flooded. So I actually went around the river and used my own ladder to cross in a relatively safer place. But yeah, because of that rapid, he probably put up that there. Old and Montevideo additional repair mission post. Okay, so it's giving me an update on what other players are doing as well. Oh, oh.
Close.
Yeah, see, that's one of the reasons why I do not sprint. Activate terminal. I don't think there's anything in here that's useful, right? Facility storage. So this is also a thing in the original Death Stranding, is that you can upgrade structures by finding materials, and a lot of the materials you're finding are based on scrapping or just finding metals and other things in bandit camps. This is the reason why you want to go to bandit camps, is usually to get materials for stuff like this. And I do believe each of the owners, like if we maybe look at locations like this, maybe not now, but I feel like I remember that even these locations can be upgraded, but their upgrades might be more related to the fact that you are doing more deliveries to them. Okay, yeah, I think that might actually be my ladder over there. Because you don't see a name next to it. Yeah, that is my ladder. And that is where I crossed over. And this is our cargo, the one that we're looking for the side quest. Take a safe path. Select the order deck light and then press X to switch it on and off. It's harder for enemies to find you at night, but the darkness also... Okay, yeah. Okay, another new feature. Like I said before, previously we didn't have a day-night system, but now we do, so you can actually just use the order deck as a light, apparently. This is very nice. Not exactly sure why we should be doing this, but we might as well, right? And those are all our items that we need. I'm gonna rearrange my cargo really quickly. Apparently I can't do it here though. Interesting. Maybe we need to get to a more stable surface. Oh, it's already been out of range. No wonder. I'm gonna head back and look for any lost cargo on the way, like that herbal tea bag right there. But that's to the other location. I'm looking for packages to the villa. And here's hoping... Well, that is an exo. But that is also something that you need for the other area. And here's hoping that we actually find... useful stuff. Okay, yeah, there he is. There we go. We have the filtration equipment over there for Villa Libre. And I do believe that is Villa Libre over there in the distance. It's a world of difference when it's not raining, because when it was raining, you could barely see where you were going. Unfortunately, I don't quite have a way to get... No, I think I do, right? Grab... See if we can find a gentle slope that gets us down there. A gentle slope, not a non-gentle one. Yeah, and probably get down here, right? Just slowly. There we go. Yeah, one of the first fun things about Death Stranding is that you're going to be doing a lot of exploration. Okay, extra large package. Where were you? Wait, did I lose track of that? Oh, there we go. This one is for the other location, so sorry, but I'm gonna ignore you for now. I'll probably get it on my way back. We might be spending a few over here for a bit. And I do believe this is it's showing me the previous path I walked. Or a possible, no, I actually went up above the other way. So it can't be that one. Put it back up. And we are approaching our cargo weight limit because that is an extra. Okay, we are already on medium. So what I'm gonna do is go to cargo management for a bit. Make sure we are at least balanced. The container repair. Maybe not. Where is... I wonder, can I attach this to... No, I cannot. The only thing I can do is offload it, so we might just need to head back with all this. And the difficulty with carrying more cargo is that the higher you have, the more likely you are to trip on stuff like rocks, right? Now our difficulty might actually be finding a route down, because I don't believe I have a ladder here that I can use. So let's take a look at the map. We might be able to get down from over here, in the direction we're going. It's gonna be a slow trek, since we are slightly overweight. But usually delivering the stuff is pretty worth it. Chiral crystals, cryptobytes. Yeah, I think there's a slope over here that will gently allow us to go down and then sort of come back up with the other riverbed. Pick that up. There we go. Can never have enough chiral crystals. Well, you are leaning dangerously to one side. You are very unbalanced, but I don't have anything to balance you right now. Like, if I had another piece of luggage that I could attach to your left, or even carry on your left, you would actually move a lot easier. I kind of feel bad for Sam when I actually go over the limit. I'm also worried that if I start sprinting, well, yep, that's gonna happen. The moment I said it, the game was like, yeah, okay, let's show a demonstration. See, one of the reasons why my stamina stat is so high is because I'm always balancing myself. It's a peaceful night though. And we are almost at our objective.
Anybody out there?
Well, it's just us, Sam. Alright, I gotta remind myself to use this. There might be another piece of cargo around here. It's unlikely, since we're a bit close to camp, or the villa. But if there is, we might as well pick it up, right? It's right next door. Okay, I think this is relatively stable. We can probably sprint. Increase our sprint stat for a bit. As long as we're going in a straight line. slow down over here. Maybe grab the crypto bites. See, I feel like with the sprint, the problem is usually when you try to change your direction like really, really quickly.
The delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
But if you, yeah, even if you slowly like alter it, you can see that it starts leading to one side. Activate terminal. Deliver and report. It's interesting that many of the equipment for this area is actually medical stuff. It's either meals or medical stuff, which you would think that an elderly community would need.
Well, looks like someone's burning the midnight oil.
Hey, you asked for
You
this.
are a trooper.
I thank you. It was Sam, not me.
I will never know how you managed to track this down.
Helping people to
I'm
connect.
grateful to have it back.
Oh, we almost got 3 stars.
Let me repay the favor with some local data of ours.
Oh,
Maybe you'll find
okay.
something of interest you can use.
You actually got a new weapon. This makes it more useful to actually do it. Like, I don't think, like, even before, you got fabrication stuff from the first game, but I don't think any of them gave out weapons until much, much later. This was in the original, right? Because I feel like it was. Like, at least the enemy rods were around. But I don't think I used it as much. This will apply an electric shock until I use them, but I almost never use them. Firmware update. More
I've
bandwidth.
allocated more resources for you to use, if you need them. I hope it helps.
Oh, thank you.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
My order
The
grade
data I've
is
shared with you is the
getting
schematic
very
for
high.
my custom electric rod. Well, this design is tailored for use with our fabricators. It's functionally no different from the ones bandits use.
That's what I was saying.
The rod extends with a quick shake and can be used to stun enemies over a wide area. It can also be thrown like a javelin, though you won't be able to retrieve the rod after doing so. A thrown rod will release a burst of electricity when it strikes the ground. And no bandit can shrug off a direct hit from this bad boy. Test it out, and you'll see.
Oh, okay. So wait a minute. Are you saying?
Main order is now available. Well done. Please access the delivery terminal in Via Libre to proceed.
So wait a minute. You're saying that if I throw that javelin, it's actually disposable? Like, is it one-time use? Not quite sure what they meant here. Oh, this is actually for my way back, right? I will put you in storage for now, because we're gonna have to head back to that area. But for now, I have another location in mind. Where are you? Where? Oh, okay, there we go. Placing private locker. There we go. So the one thing I want to take a look at... Oh, sorry, that's not the map. Always mistaking the 2 buttons right now. The one thing I want to take a look at, and it's a very long trek, is this place over here, which is a bandit camp. I don't know why they put it here. And apparently this is a pretty dangerous area to do. Like, it says there, great care must be taken when traversing this area. And some other players have definitely had the same thought. As you can see, they put up little stickers to help you proceed. So I am curious, like in the original game, bandit camps were usually what you would loot to get materials like metals and resins and whatever, right? So I am wondering if that place has some materials we can loot as well. Now we have some extra resin that we can use.
Thank you. Kindly.
You have been a great help.
Before we set off, again, the wrong button. I need to get used to that. Before we set off, let us plot a route. Sam's over here.
Route creation.
Now, this is actually very rough terrain, apparently. I'm gonna see if I can follow the trees. And I'd rather approach from the river if there are enemies around. Oh, sorry, that ought to be it. But before we set off on this apparently a bit dangerous stuff, we are gonna fabricate some ladders. Fabricate equipment, ladder, climbing anchor. Okay, this might be worth having too, just in case we need to go down, right? Like, it would be prudent to have one. So, get 2 over here and 1 climbing anchor. I might regret it. Okay, let's get 2. Like, might as well be safe, right? Fabricate. For now, I'm just gonna place them all in the back. No, wait, not exactly. I'm gonna attach one to Sam's left so that he's balanced. He's not as shaky when he's running around. Gotta make sure the weight distribution is good. Now we can set off. Parasite player.
Weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Oh, okay, take care.
Remember to rest, Sam.
We also got a little message there, so take a look. Oh, I didn't mean to dismantle it. Sorry. What I wanted to do was take a look at our messages. The social strand system. Thanks, Sam. You really helped me out. Folks here should be able to walk around a little more easily now, considering that we actually delivered walking sticks. Yes, I assume so. You are welcome to with 24 of my likes. It's not like I can actually reply to your message. Due to game mechanics. Wait, okay, we're not going over there. No sense in using a rope so close to base, right?
I'm Sam. My name's Sam too.
So, I'm sure that if you played the original Death Stranding, you all probably know this as well. But the signs actually give little boosts to your stats, like stamina and health. I'm not sure which is which right now. Oh, there's a cryo crystal. A big one. And these are... Oh, okay. Interesting. I actually haven't rested ever since we got to the villa. Should I be resting? Like, I felt like I would be able to rest at the villa itself, but that was not the case. It didn't have any rooms. So the question is, should we be actually resting before we leave? I feel like that might be a good idea, even if it's the middle of nowhere, though. You know what? No, let's keep on trekking. I feel like Sam is good on stamina. He has a good amount of durability on his boots, and we are stocked up for another adventure. Now, if I can only follow the trail that I made into this, whoa, very slopey terrain. It's actually pretty dark. There's a bunch of chiral crystals over there, though. Initially, when it started getting into night, I was like, okay, it's actually light enough for you to see, but I suppose if you are in a place like a shaded forest, it's going to be a lot more dark, and you're going to have to use the Order Dex light system to guide your way. Although now that we're speaking, I do believe it is slowly... Oh no, that's just the moon. I thought... Whoa, okay. Nope. 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 Nope.
Warning. Analysis confirms that these hostile life forms are chiral creatures.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna avoid those. We don't have anything to deal with it. I'm pretty sure that once we get one of the knots back online, we're gonna get the blood grenade, which can take out a swarm of these. But until we get those, we're gonna avoid them for now. There's no need to go out of our way to climb. Wait a minute, how? There's no way we can climb this. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, you okay? Even though I put the route here, this seems like the path to follow. We might need to go through those spiders. Alright, spiders, I don't want to disturb your nest, but it seems like I have been left with no choice. You are my only path to proceed. Why I'm doing this, I do not know. Just out of sheer curiosity and the joy of exploration. Okay, yeah, let's just go with joy of exploration. Maybe I can take a wide berth around you. In real life, I do not consider myself to be scared of spiders, but to be fair, where I live, spiders are not this size. Not even close. For those of you who are living in Australia, I would not want to be you. I think the only spider we have is the small version of long legs, which are relatively harmless. In fact, I think many of us over here kind of view like seeing a spider in our home as sort of a good omen, because it usually protects against other pests and insects, right? Which is not the case. And I believe this is a friend of mine, Zero Nox. He must have rested. Oh, okay. I wonder if you have to come over here too, because it's kind of surprising to think that he actually came over here too. So maybe there's a mission later on that asked you to come here, or maybe he was just curious like me. It is kind of fun to know that one of your friends is doing almost the same thing as you, even though you don't quite know the exact reason why they did it. Oh, okay, more spiders. Oh, I am in the middle of them. I didn't even notice you all. Alright, let's just make a run for it. We have a blood transfusion bag. As long as I don't step on one of them. Elliot, sorry. I'm actually gonna steal that. Metals are valuable. And I'm assuming they give up chase after a while. They do. Thankfully for us, they're not too attached to whatever cargo I'm stealing from them. To be fair, you guys aren't exactly doing anything with the cargo. Okay. I am gonna put it to proper use. Now, if you would kindly make a path for me to sort of go through here without angering any of you, that would be great. Because it seems like they get hostile if I get too close. I sure are a lot of you, though. I think the worst is behind us, right? I hope. I mean, the worst is actually in front of us. Because if the bandit camp is pretty dangerous, we are in for trouble. Speaking of bandit camp, did I actually bring my weapon? I didn't bring it. Okay. Yeah, we might actually be in trouble. I actually forgot to bring my taser gun. But it's a little too far for us to go back, so we're just gonna have to see first what we're dealing with. And then I'm gonna sort of decide whether we're gonna trek back. Maintain our balance. Because this looks like really rough terrain. I do not envy you, Sam, climbing up this. I don't know about any of you out there, but I really don't like moving around on jagged rocks. Oh, thank you for the stamina boost. Let me give you a lot of likes. And you actually gave me a container repair spray. I like the fact that you gave it to me, but I kind of don't need it. This is actually making me think that this area might actually be a place of that we are coming back to later. Oh, I missed the window. It's a rather treacherous terrain to go to. Can I
There we go. Get out of my way.
zoom in? Oh, do I need to hold it? That makes it kind of awkward. We have a good angle, but I'm not seeing anyone over here. And we are a little too far for the odor deck to actually see anything over here. Oh, sorry, Sam, I didn't mean to go that fast. We'll go slow. We'll go slow so that you don't go stumbling. Look at that treacherous path I put on him. If I go this way, I'll actually be coming up from the river, but I am curious to see if you can get a good look at the campsite from over here. And there is a post box over there, which might have something of use. So I'm gonna take a different route for now. Just head down here slowly. I'm pretty sure, like, if there are any Death Stranding speedrunners out there, they'll just be shaking their head at me, because from what I've seen, they sprint a lot, which is not something I traditionally do in these games. The sun has risen.
Came in handy. Thank you kindly. Came in handy.
You are actually a gold post box. Someone's really upgraded you. Activate terminal. What do you have in here? Oh, this is actually... No, I'm looking at the wrong one. I feel like... Oh, okay, so it's actually materials now, because I remember not only materials being stored here, but other stuff as well. Lots of metals, which might be worth coming back to. And resin. Oh, look, a Dino Crisis avatar. Haven't seen that one in ages. Let me, for now, we're actually gonna put in the metal. And place it in my private locker, because we kind of need it right now. But I want to offload the ladders and that metal in there for now. And maybe even the container repair spray. Make ourselves as light as possible before we deal with whatever is over here. There's that weird sound. Oh, was that the post box? Oh, it is a post box. And now... Bandit Grunt. You Bandit Grunt. Is there only one of you? I know later on that when you use the odor deck, some enemies will actually be informed of your presence. It looks like somebody else actually came this way too. I'm not sure if it's my friend or not. And I kind of like how I've actually accidentally marked him right there. The bandit grunt.
Not alone.
Alright, thanks for the information, Sam. Okay, there's one guy in the tent over there. There might be others who are carrying cargo, because we are only... The thing with the order deck is you're only seeing the enemies that are carrying cargo. So if they do not have any cargo on them, you're not going to be detecting them. And as always, you have the option to use tall grass to hide. Although I kind of feel like we are not very hidden over here. Then again, this isn't exactly tall grass. Okay, I have one guy over here who's looking down there. I don't have any weapons, so we're gonna rely on good old rope for this situation. Okay, now that is tall grass. There's another guy way over there. I should have probably taken a better look to see their patrol routes. But I'm assuming that no one else is around. And he doesn't seem to be turning unless maybe it's at night. So we are gonna take care of you. One down. And you have a container repair spray. Something we can give to the post box on our way. Sure, a player might find that useful. There's a guy. Okay, there's lots of people over here. And here's our enemy with the ladder. Let me take a look around to see whether somebody else here. Don't think so, right? Because the order deck is not pinging anyone else. Time to take a nap. Okay, now that we've actually taken care of the two people over here, I'm gonna run over here and hack the box. Climbing anchor, PCC level 1, assault rifle, ceramics. Okay, all good stuff to have on our way back, but we're not gonna pick it up right now. We're gonna avoid taking any of those with us. I'm seeing 3 enemies, right? Yeah, okay, one with the container spray, 2 people with the electric javelins. And I have to cross a river to interact with them. We're a little too far to be seen by them though, so don't think it's much of a problem right now. The question really is, how are we going to get to that side? If I had a couple of ladders, okay, the river is actually easy enough that we can do it. Okay, did someone spot me? Is that why? I feel like someone did. We usually see a little yellow flash or something, if they do. There isn't a ladder in this, right? Climbing anchor, PCC. Yeah, no, yeah, I should have probably brought those ladders. We might. Well, let's head back up to where the post box was. Which I believe is over that way. Gonna cook this for now. At least the path isn't too difficult for us to navigate. Now, do I get points for people actually taking the same route as me? Interesting. Alright, tie spin. I'm gonna take out those ladders now if you don't mind. Listen backpack. Listen backpack. In hindsight, I should have probably just kept them with me. Would have avoided us the little trip.
Someone's out there. Whoa. Oh, God.
Wait. Did they actually respawn while I was away? Or is that just Sam letting me know that, hey, yeah, okay, you're in enemy territory? Oh no, they're still knocked out. I'm gonna use the rock over there. To sort of find a way around. I feel like if we stack two ladders here back to back, we can cross over without being seen by anyone. So let's take a look at our tools. And luckily, we actually do have two ladders. You probably don't need to do this. Like, if you look at it, the stream is blue, right? That means that it's technically safe for you to...
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Yeah, technically safe for you to cross over. It's just gonna take a bit more stamina for you to do so. But we are gonna just use this. It's only a ladder. It's a pretty easy resource for you to get. And if someone can actually make use of it later, even more the better. I do appreciate the game letting me know where the tall grass is. And looks like these two are patrolling back to back. I might just need to take care of them when they're inside the tent here. So that they're not seen, I'm not seen by the other guy. Assuming he actually gets into the tent, which he doesn't seem to be doing at the moment. Let me ping and see if we can sort of see their route. Bit risky. I'm gonna take care of him and hope that the other guy doesn't notice. If he does, and if he comes over, it actually makes things easier for us. Any tall grass I can use over here? No? No, he isn't noticing us. Okay. We still have one more guy with... Oh, what? Okay, not as stealthy as I was hoping. Should have checked where I was running to. Well, you caused me some unnecessary distress. By hiding up here. What was that sound? I was assuming it was going to be easy since this was pretty early on, but apparently they make sure you're very aware of your environments. What is this ruin, though? Oh, the other guy actually went over there. I was searching for him. Now we have a bit of a conundrum. I'm not sure if he can actually wake up everyone else. He's just moving them out of the way. Interesting. And he's going back to his patrol route. Unfortunately for you, good sir, I have a bone to pick with you. Electric rod. I do believe that was everyone, though. Kind of the enemy to actually place their guards back in there. I'm gonna take this. Not sure if I actually need those, but might as well, right? At the very least, I can turn it to scrap. Hack to unlock. Blood bag, leather, special alloys. Okay, missing backpack. We're doing okay for a limit for now, but getting across Oh wait, I forgot there's one more over here. The container guy. The container repair spray guy. Ah, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that too. The game actually lets you know when the entire base is neutralized. Interesting. I've actually become an adept handler and not a silent handler. I feel like the silent handler is a better moniker to have. Kind of sad that we didn't get stealth as much, and we actually got caught by that one guy on the corner somewhere. Okay, lots of climbing anchors and electric rods. I'm gonna grab the metals from the other place and then we're gonna continue. There's a post box over here too.
Now entering Chiral network coverage.
Oops. Is it interesting? That was something you couldn't do before. I see now why somebody would have actually built this.
Thanks for the help.
It gives you a good hiding
This one's
place.
for you.
Facility storage. There's nothing in the shared locker though. Maybe I ought to drop some of the electric rods in here. It cannot be recovered, so it is like a one-time use if you do throw it. Something that I wasn't aware of. Look, I played the original Death Stranding, but I almost never used weapons on anyone. I'm considering donating it, but right now we're gonna keep it. And hopefully when we get to the villa, we can actually swap it over to something else. Carrying back.
Show 'em how it's done.
I'm actually not sure. Now and then Sam will actually do the little looking back thing, but I'm not quite certain what triggers it. Oh, that was actually someone's climbing anchor. Interesting. So, if another player's stuff is stolen, it's placed into blackmails. I mean, the abandoned camp's post box. So where's the route I came down from? I do believe it is this way. No, we came down a sandy slope. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a way forward.
Feeling good.
You can't hide in tall grass if you got cargo sitting on the top of your back. Okay, I mean, yeah, this was something I was thinking about when they were doing the tutorial for this. I was like, okay, I have a lot of cargo in my back. Am I really hidden in this tall grass? And the answer is apparently no. Correct, a forest. We are no longer just doing it on plains tricks. If you're wondering, I'm actually way beyond where I need to be. Like, and the story is actually over here. Like, I'm supposed to be accepting a quest from here and probably heading back to this location. But I got curious when I saw a bandit camp over here. I was like, okay, there has to be something of value down here, right? Now, it's interesting that you're still getting the stream delay, because I put the YouTube stream on low latency, but there is one more option for ultra low latency, which will probably lower our quality by a lot, but I'll try doing that for our next stream, just so that we can interact with you guys a bit faster on the YouTube side. Something that Restream does that I really don't like. Anyway, yes, to answer your question, I just got curious. We shouldn't be in this place. I just got curious and went to see what was down here. So it has been an interesting trek through spiders and other people's post boxes. And now we are actually gonna trek our way back. And on this way back, we are gonna pick up on stuff. Oh, interesting that he's talking about the worn path, considering this is the same path that I came from. Yeah, you can see the blue ones over there. The blue path is the one I took. And here is a player's PCC. Not sure if you lost it there, or... well, it might be lost. That's why it's received. And one of the fun parts of Death Stranding is how fun it is to explore. Like, you're really interacting with the geometry of the level. Thinking about how to plot your route and everything.
Take care of yourself, Sam.
Kind of balance myself as we go down. And this is a bit of a treacherous terrain. I started yesterday, but I think I'm at around... let me just open up the menu. Probably around 3 hours, or maybe 4. 4 is kind of generous, but... okay, maybe 4, because that's already almost 3 hours. Yeah, almost 4 hours. So yes, we are at the very beginning, story-wise. Not the very beginning, but... well, you know what I mean. And here I am, ignoring our main quest and going to just check interesting places on the map. Which, as you can see, forces us through spider terrain. And apparently you can weave through it as long as you don't step on them. Occasionally, you find a spider with some materials which you can steal from them, and they're not too happy when you do so.
Okay, there you go, speed demon.
There you go, speed demon. Yeah. The funny thing is, there's only one path here. Like, right now, I don't have enough ladders to actually climb the ridge. So if you want to just go through the mountain... sorry, I keep mixing up the pause button and that one. So if you want to go through the mountain, this is the only route you can take. But other people have actually managed to climb up here, so I'm assuming that once you get more ladders and the other stuff, once you're properly hooked up, you can actually climb way up here too. Because you can already see like 2 player signs right over here. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, I kind of did the same thing. I think I went to the south of the Elden Ring map before I went to the tower at all. Like, part of the fun comes from exploration, right? See if I can make my way here without stepping on anyone's toes. There we go. Get into a sprint, balance ourselves as we are turning. Now, this is a friend of mine, and I was tickled fancy to know that he actually took this route too, which makes me wonder if we are actually going to come back here later in a story sequence. Oh, okay, Sam, slow down, you're running a lot. I guess it's because we're going down slope, he's picking up speed. Oh, you went to Dectus before that, okay. Look, I'm pretty sure I did not go that far. I do believe that if you take the route where the magma one, you can do that. Because I didn't get the medallion until after I found that side route too. But I did go to Margit before that, so you really explored. Okay, back in familiar territory. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of cargo we can deliver. Maybe that handmade necklace over there. But we can turn in some of the stuff to get some materials. You might have noticed I'm sprinting a lot. Now, normally, I don't do that in Death Stranding. But I notice that in this game, like if you come over here, Sam actually has stats. And these stats improve on how you're doing, how you're playing. Now, as you can see, because I actually balance myself for a lot, I'm already at level 4 and my KO resistance. And same for carrying capacity, because whenever we're heading to a location, I make sure to pick up any sort of cargo that is lost or en route to that location, as much as I can to medium capacity. Like usually when I reach a location, I'm in the yellow. And this is probably from climbing up that mountain. So yeah, it works in a very Oblivion way, or Morrowind way, I guess. The more you do a certain action, the more that action is improved. They have taken away almost everything at the start of the game because we are in Mexico, right? And apparently Mexico is not fully connected to the USA network. And because of that, we do not have access to all our equipment from the previous game that we had at the end. It's possible that this game has zip lines, but we're so early in, we just don't see it. It's gonna stop here and give all these guys a like. I'm not quite sure. I mean, might as well, right?
Everything bad.
A lot of these guys are adept handlers. Like, I feel like if you are doing the game at this point, it's very likely you're gonna be an adept handler, which is my title as well at the moment. Correct, we actually did know that it was about Mexico. Like, I have avoided many trailers, but from the interviews they said that we would be heading to Mexico and Australia. So that's your pre-flight information. Not the same thing as always, but more or less that's the idea. Because I don't believe this is how actually Mexico looks, right?
How you doing, Sam?
Hello! Hello! Thank you, Sam.
As you can see, the game is telling me.
Hey there.
Australia is definitely there, because I know an interview said we'll be heading there as well. Like, it was Skill Up's interview, I believe, that he told us that, because he was very happy Australia was there. We only have this cargo, unfortunately.
There you are. Checking your order data now.
It's only an S, unfortunately, so not as impressive.
Did not think we would ever get this back, but seems I was wrong. A talented porter like yourself might appreciate this, no? I'll send you the necessary data. Give it a try.
Oh, interesting. I thought we already unlocked this, because she gave a similar weapon before, too. What's the difference? Custom high voltage rod. Oh, and it's an upgraded version. With more damage. Okay, sure. Funny thing is, I almost never used these on the original. Like, I know you couldn't fabricate these in the original, I think. At least that's if I'm not remembering this properly. But you could use the bandit ones, and it has pretty much the same mechanics. Also, let me deal with that for a moment. Yeah, because this was what we unlocked before. And this is more or less the upgrade to it. Which kind of makes sense.
We have allocated more resources for you to use, if you need them. I hope it helps.
Thank you.
Current porter grade.
I'm not sure what the bridge link it is. Do you get the bridge link from sort of interacting with other people's stuff? And as you can see, my combat is very low because I've been avoiding combat all throughout. I'm a bit sad that the porter part is the one that's the highest, because I was hoping that we'd get the stealth part.
This is the schematic for a custom high-voltage rod. You can charge it before delivering an attack, significantly increasing the damage inflicted. It's a bit more suited to experienced fighters, but I bet a guy like you will get the hang of it in no time. Let me know what you think later.
See, the thing is, I kind of don't intend to use it. We went into a bandit camp right now, and I didn't use it anything except the rope. Now, to be fair, I kind of forgot my taser. I would have taken the taser. I'm also going to recycle some of the stuff we picked up. Like this. Store materials. Select multiple, right? I'm not gonna use these. Ceramics, PCC. Do I have a PCC? Oh, I have a lot of stuff from looting that place. Container repair sprays might as well. I feel like a climbing anchor might actually come in handy, but gonna get rid of these for now. We have 2 PCCs. Gonna keep these 3 in stock. And maybe 2 container repair, 1 container repair spray, in case it rains on the way back. Okay, maybe 2. You're hearing indecisive Mika right now. Oh, and right, I have to give chiral crystals too. Yeah, that'd be enough, right? Recycle. forgot that little animation was a thing. Maybe it's still a little over leveled here. I mean, not over leveled, over encumbered here for my liking. So I'm gonna store some stuff. Another one? Whatever do you mean? Tricks. Oh. Because I'm not seeing anyone here right now. Take care of that one. Entrust. No, not entrust. Storage. Let's store this. One climbing anchor. We're going to take one of each item. That should be good enough for traveling. Put us at a nice low weight. And I'm going to pick up this long life meal because I believe this is back to where we're going. Nice and backpack. Nice spec, Sam. Oh.
Hope to see more of you, Sam.
Yeah, sure thing.
Mil gracias.
You really gotta like the ambience of the game.
I'm Sam.
Thanks again. Be safe out there.
Thanks for the help. Thank you kindly.
You say that like it's a funny thing in the original. So one of the things I noticed is that in the original, you didn't get dialogue choices when you first go to any location, right? Because Sam doesn't like speaking with anybody. Even before, you as a player had the option to respond to these NPCs. Like back then, back there, when you saw Sam waving, that was actually me pressing the touchpad, because doing that actually interacts with the NPCs. But to be fair to Sam, the fact that he has dialogue options means that he's actually more open to talking and interacting with people than before, which is, I feel like, kind of interesting. Like, definitely character development on his part. Interacting, waving hell. Yeah. Waving hell, yeah. It's completely player driven. You don't need to do it, but it is fun to just do it. So you can kind of see my own path which I took. Let's take a look at the map. Now, previously, when we came over to Villa Libre, I'm also going to remove all the markers over here. Oh, is it already removed? Sorry. Still getting used to all the controls. There we go. Yeah. Previously, when I came to Villa Libre, I avoided the bandits. Like, I went past... Like, I went around them using the river, and at that time it was raining. And that was quite an adventure, because when it rains, it actually floods the rivers. So you had to use ladders and everything to make it across, making it a very interesting trick. What is this over here? Rock, paper, scissors. Whatever does that mean? But this time, we are gonna go through the bandit camp. Because I noticed that the bandits have an off-roader. And I kind of want to see if we can hijack it. Also, might as well pick up any cargo that the bandits have stolen from the initial area, right? Just help out. Duncan Po. As you can see, somebody else had the same idea as me. I didn't cross the river over this way, but when it rains and the river floods,
Thank you kindly.
you kind of want to use one of these. Where's D-Horse when you need him? The funny thing is, I actually really like the movement system in this game, because you are thinking quite a lot about where you're going, right? Like when you see the yellow, you know, yeah, okay, I can't sprint past this. When you see the red, you know that you're gonna stumble. So even though it's a long trek, it's a very, like, you're always thinking about what you're doing, which makes it surprisingly engaging. Like when Death Stranding was announced, you wouldn't think it was so engaging. Like it sounded like a walking simulator, and that's why everyone made fun of it back then. But then people got to actually play the game and realize that, hey, yeah, okay, this is surprisingly thoughtful and interesting. Because you're making all these minute decisions on your way to your route. What is up that path? Oh, interesting. Very interesting. So I went this way previously because I thought that was the only feasible route we could get to the bandit camp, but now that we are here, I'm realizing that we could have actually taken a much easier terrain. It's a long way around, but you could have actually taken it this way too. Another successful Strand genre game. I haven't checked the reviews for this one, Trix, just so you know, but I feel like the general consensus on this one is that it is a lot better than the previous one. Because I remember when Death Stranding was originally released, a lot of people were really mixed on it. Okay, it's getting windy. Is a dust storm coming in? Or is that just the rain? But now that we got into the second game, people are a lot more open to the idea of playing a game like this.
Thanks for the help.
That package is from where we came from, so we're not gonna pick it up. I'm looking for any packages that we're delivering to the central area. Used filtration equipment. Okay, so yeah, it is actually worth going into the bandit camp just for that, because that is...
This must be their territory.
That item is actually part of that nuts stuff. The question now is, can I actually approach them without being seen? Because that guy is looking straight at me, right? Oh no, he's actually looking the other way. Is he sleeping? And there seems to be quite a few too, like...
Where's your motivation?
You're hearing my motivation right now. We're entering into dangerous territory. Just gotta make sure we are not ambushed by anyone. Like 2 people here, right? Yeah, there's one over there. Oh, okay, he's standing up. So far, no. Like, they are supposed to show up randomly, right? But thus far, we've kind of avoided BTs, and I think that's the game being lenient on new players, because this introduction has essentially been them just teaching the player about all the things from the previous game. Plenty of enemies here. Like, there's one with the container spray, 2 with boots. That little camp over there has a storage unit as well. We might have gotten lucky in getting here in the middle of the night, because nobody seems to be like patrolling too much. Gonna take a look and see if there's a path up there. this little fort we can find. Maybe if we go to this camp, we can take this route to the fort over here. Might as well neutralize the whole base. We did sort of get through the tutorial, like the basic controls and everything, but even after that, they have a VR training simulation for you to try optionally by yourself. But apart from that, they're introducing the concepts of everything very slowly. Because right now they're introducing like bandit camps and just deliveries and side quests. And I feel like they're gonna introduce BTs in the next section. Because our mission over here actually introduced us to Timefall. There's no enemy here. I thought there was an enemy around. Oh, okay. He's actually sleeping. That felt a bit unfair, but you know what they say about kicking a man when he's down? Like, rather than tutorial, it's like they're introducing the concept of the game one by one. Ah, lots of medals. And this climbing anchor is a player one. They must have lost it here. I get the feeling I'm gonna be overweight by the time we're done with this. Okay, the main equipment I want is that XL over there. And if you can't sort of hijack the vehicle over there, we should be able to get almost all the equipment to the main one. The balloon recovery. Yeah, that was not for me. It was not Phantom Pain. It was the portable ones. That was fun to do. The Fulton recoveries. Okay, okay. I feel like we're heading down a very exposed path, though. Oh, okay. Can I reach this guy without being seen? Kinda got lucky there, because no one else is in the vicinity. I know people who still play that game, even now. So yes, it is a bit of a shame that after that what we got was essentially Metal Gear. So why is there an enemy all the way over here? Okay, one enemy. Anyone else we can see? There's a second one. The guy over there might actually be sleeping as well. Yeah, I think we kind of got really lucky that we ended up in the camp at night. And most of them are sleeping. And there's definitely someone down there. Or maybe not. Just a container spray. I am gonna put everything on this. So the main idea right now is we're going to reinitialize the whole of the bandit camp, right? And then come back, take the rotor, and then head to our destination. And I'm offloading everything there. I'm assuming it's not going to disappear as long as we're in the camp and I don't load out or something. So yeah, we're going to be as light as possible. Stealth around the place, disable everyone. Kinda got lucky there. The other guy didn't see us. No, I might actually use your boots. If you don't mind, because mine is actually wearing off a bit. Cargo management. Bandit boots. Doesn't really say how durable. I feel like there was a gauge or something that actually told you before how durable the boots were. Because I almost never wore these in the original game. Wait, even if I swap the boots, it doesn't change the durability? Mm-hmm. My shoes still seem to have the lower level. Not sure what's happening there. Maybe the bandit boots don't count. But it's almost daytime. So let's get into it. No need to stealth for a bit since we're out of range. I want to take a look at the camp over there. Is there only one person here? He might be laying down to sleep, or he's maintaining his weapon. Make sure we have no other nasty surprises in here. Climbing anchor, ladder. Oh no, I just realized something. I might have forgotten to take one of our main story quests from the initial area. So we might need to do this all over again. Oh man. Yeah, they're sort of telling me, because even the game has sort of realized that I'm off the beaten track. Okay. This place has a lot of enemies. Like, there's one over there. There seems to be two down here. And there's the guy over here. Oh, he actually spotted me from this distance. Interesting, but this might work in our favor if he comes over here. Oh, never mind. Oh no, it's daylight too. Is he coming over to investigate? Doesn't seem that to be the case. Let me slide down this way and enter the tall grass over there. Daylight will make it easier for them to see us. And this is the guy in the camp tent. He's actually come out. Don't think he's gonna enter the tall grass, right? That's the sound of morning. I hope that the enemies I've disabled don't wake up. Three enemies in here. I'm not sure of what their patrol routes are, so we're gonna take a look first. I think he goes back to the other side and joins the fellow on the other side before coming back here. And he does a loop around the place. Yeah, this would have been a great time to actually have the taser gun. No, the other guy's actually moving, so a bit of a trap right there. We might get a favorable loop here, because now he's gonna go inside. And then this fellow is gonna come outside. So if we take care, it's the guy inside first. Could have enough time to bind the other guy. It just leaves a single enemy in the front who does not move as much. Okay, not the greatest way to do it. Some enemy is still seeing me from somewhere. I'm not sure where. That was really unfortunate. I kind of want to do the whole base without alerting anyone. Like if I'd been a bit more careful here, we could have actually sneaked in. Oh, come on. Is his order deck yellow? It's red, so he's gonna see me if I go out. Okay, now it's yellow. Oh, come on. Was the last two as well. Unfortunate. We couldn't do it entirely with stealth. The nicer features they've added is the fact that you can auto arrange your cargo now very quickly. Something that wasn't a thing before. Like you could do it before, but you had to go into menu, not like a quick change the way we have now. And now we can actually take all the equipment we have and go back out. Sort of reminds me, I kind of need to know what we need to do now. Yeah, okay, we need to go back. I was intending to take the cargo and head to the main knot, but I actually forgot to take the main story quest before we went here. Oh, and no worries, the whole base is disabled, so I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference whether we're running or not, or have an antenna sticking out. The funny thing is, if you actually have cargo stacked up this way and you're trying to hide in tall grass, people will notice you. Oh, the sun is really bright, huh? Back to the Beninging. unfortunately. Like, I was so excited to just go through the bandit camp, I completely forgot to take the main story quest. And it looks like we have a dust storm on the horizon, so driving through it is not actually not going to be easy. Surprisingly, dark Mordites. Surprisingly, they actually given us this like very early on, because that I don't think you get a vehicle until like much later in the game, right? And assuming we can just drive this, which we can. We can get to our destination much easier if I can find a path to follow. Might as well take this too. I mean, you guys won't be needing this for a while. Not sure how long you'll be disabled for, but the less equipment you have, the better for us. And don't worry, once we head into the dust storm, it's gonna get very dark and lightingy. So your eyes will be safe for a bit. But before we do that, let me plot a route that actually allows us to take... Like, I feel like we can follow if it doesn't rain, which I don't think it will because it's... because there's a dust storm. Yeah, isn't that easy path to get here with the vehicle though? You could go down into the riverbed and hope to be able to drive over here, but that doesn't seem to be the case. It might be that you are more intended to go the other way with the vehicle. Not yet, because if you remember the original game, you had to hook up a weather station to the chiral network before it could do that, and most likely you have to do the same over here. Probably in the next quest that we have to do, or the one after. Yeah, I'm gonna try and follow the riverbed. I'm not sure how far we can go. And if you're very unlucky, it'll start raining. And it's gonna flood. So it's a bit dangerous. That's how we get the map now. What is that goo coming from over there? Oh, chiral crystals. If there are chiral crystals around, that is usually an indication that the spiders are there too. Maybe I can somehow get the road over here. So far, there are no antagonists. Just yet. And maybe heading up here was not a good idea. And we actually managed to get here before the dust storm hit us. Just bandits for now. But I do believe that we're sort of settling into... This is actually like... When you started the original Death Stranding, you didn't really have much enemies, right? Or a main antagonistic force until you complete the first area. And I do believe the same thing is happening here. You need to complete this first area before we get the main enemy part.
Bienvenido.
Hey there!
How do I get off? Square. I do not think so, because insofar as I'm aware, he's in the voice actors. Like when you start the game, they do mention him, so I do believe that's not the case.
Thank you for coming. We really appreciate the help.
I've actually helped this place more than intended.
I will never know how you managed to track Death down.
And still 2 more stars to go, though. Adept Handler level 2. Our stealth is not increasing at all. Feel a bit sad. Even after all those stealth takedowns.
Few and far between. I will be sure to call on you again.
Order completed. Well done.
Now what I'm gonna do is get rid of all the stuff we don't need. Yeah, we're just gonna trash some of these container repairs, leave only one for now. Rid of all these. And it is nice that they allow us to get our extra stuff. Because now if I go into my storage, I can put these into the PVC. You know, in hindsight, I should have probably shared some of those with the other porters. Like, they might have actually been able to use some of the container sprays and ladders instead of recycling them. Like, the Cairo crystals here is already maxed out. It's very nice they allow us to see the resources available in that little gauge over there, because otherwise it's a bit difficult to track. Now, let me actually take... Oh, okay. Yeah, so this was something I was talking about earlier when I actually went to the bandit camp. I was saying to myself that the story quest might actually require us to go to this area and get all the stuff over here. And apparently you do have to do it. Oh my god. So, I've essentially gone to that area without picking up the quest, just for exploration, and now I have to go back.
Okay, Sam. Are you ready? Then I'll bring you up to speed with what I know. The order you've undertaken is to recover chiral density gauges that have been stolen by bandits and taken back to their base. The base is located in some overgrown ruins, so you'll have a hard time getting a clear view of it. You might want to construct a watchtower nearby before you charge in. With it, you can get a better handle on the situation and improve your odds of getting the job done quietly. But that's not all, of course. Other porters are also able to make use of your structures. This way, you can help out the people who follow in your footsteps through this area. Think about what I told you and finalize your route. Best of luck to you out there.
We kind of don't need to finalize our route since we sort of know where we're going. I don't know. Usually if you rest, they respawn. I have not rested since we did that place, so it is possible that they are still knocked out. But oh, there's an area over here too. I was assuming you'd have to go back here, but that's actually not the case. You have to go over here first. You know, looks like our vehicle is not going to get much use across, unless can we possibly take the vehicle across this way? No, not across the jungle. Maybe if we went around the mountains. By other porters, I mean other players, because if you share your stuff on the locker and you're online, other players can check the shared locker and take what they need. And like I said before, they're sort of like teaching us everything right now, right? Because as you can see, they pretty much just given us a tutorial to build a watchtower, which was also the case in the previous game. I'm gonna pick up a repair spray, a climbing anchor, 1 PCC, and the transporter boots, as well as 1 ladder. Yep. Everything else I'm gonna place in storage for now.
Order accepted.
Can I use the transporter boots? Didn't I have? Oh yeah, this one. I'm gonna use it. This. So I have a lot of stuff, more than I was expecting. Oh, it's because I have this. You could actually be in storage over here. No, we're not delivering it. This, you actually need to deliver these to the other ones, right? To, yeah, to C1. You can place it here and maybe someone else will take it to the right location. So I'm gonna store the bandit boots. And what is this for? Yeah, it's the same thing. Herbal tea bags, placing private locker. That ought to keep us nice and light for the trek ahead.
Thank you. Kindly.
Watch out for bandits from the road.
Well, I guess this is another reason we can improve stamina by sprinting now. Because I more or less have an idea of the route that we need to take. Yeah, this is the way. The same path as before. The path of least resistance. Was this here before though? Make sure we don't step on any of the spiders. Interesting choice. Placing spiders like that. In a way it makes sense because it's Australia, but even if this is Mexico at the moment. Not yet, they do not. The only thing I've noticed insofar is that if you step on them, they get very angry and will start attacking you.
Looks like a...
I don't think the spiders are actually different entities, right? They're like one entity that's sort of following the rest of the pack, because as you can see, they like cargo as well for some reason. And if you steal that cargo, they're not very happy. The arachnophobia. Wait a minute, that is a good question, because I know some games actually have an arachnophobia system as well, right? There are settings, language settings, graphic settings. Oh, there is no accessibility setting. Markers, corpus. Okay, maybe it doesn't, because I know some games will actually replace the spiders with other stuff. Sure are finding a lot of ladders out here. Okay, I accidentally stepped on one. Sedatives. I was wondering to myself as we made our way here previously, like whether it would be related to a story quest. Just because I saw a lot of players coming over here. Keep on keeping on. I believe
hear me? I can hear you. I can hear you.
this sign actually gives your character more stamina. Oh, let me place one here as well. Rock, paper, scissors. You got this. Yeah, well, this restores stamina. Impervious to the cold. Okay. All right, sure. Let's put down. No, let me check the others. Oh, okay. So you can actually play Takenpo over there. He does feel weighty, and what's funnier is that the controller actually does a really good job of giving that feel of weight, right? Because not only the weight, you sort of feel it shift around in the controller. Not only the weight, but the rain and the flood and even the wind. Like you feel it on the PS5 controller. It's like if you played Astro Boy, it's that same feeling. Astro Bot, not Astro Boy. These are pins, keys, warnings. Yeah, I remember seeing these a lot because other players, like the BT ones, a lot of other players would put up just to let you know. There are a lot more signs than before, though. I'm gonna place this here just so that anyone else who's coming up here we'll get some stamina. And now that we're going downhill,
Fuck.
Sam is not impressed. It's unlikely he's gonna fall, because right now, as you can see, I'm actually holding onto his straps. Like, if you hold, like, L2 and R2, this basically balances Sam as you go down, and it's completely up to the player. If you hold this, you're gonna slow down a bit. If you do not hold it, you're actually gonna go really, really fast. And if you've checked out some of the Death Stranding, like, speedrunners, you'll see them use this to a great effect.
Came in handy.
Thanks for the help.
And here we are, the game is teaching us to construct stuff.
Hell yeah.
Now, wouldn't it be something if we could do this in real life?
Construction process now complete.
Nano machines. It's more like, I think this borrows more from 3D printers. Where like, let's take the concept of 3D printers and up it to 11. Upgrade structure? No, I actually just want to use this, so. Oh, interesting. Okay, so maybe you are right, because I'm not seeing any enemy here. In fact,
Okay.
the only thing we're seeing here is essentially our cargo that we left behind last time. Okay, this might be a lot easier than we were expecting. Yeah, you're not even getting the warning that you're entering enemy territory. Yeah, they're still knocked out over here. I am definitely gonna be over encumbered in a bit. I do believe I placed a ladder over there. to get to the other side. Technically speaking, you can cross over, right? It's not raining, and the depth is pretty shallow. It's a blue, so Sam can cross over.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Yep. The game has not let you down, and I think it's because we didn't rest. Because if we did rest, they might have probably respawned. Because I remember, like, one of the things we used to do when you want to max out a certain location, like get all the stars for the location, is what are we doing?
Anything bad?
All designated cargo successfully recovered. Proceed to delivery destination for processing.
Yeah, one of the things we used to do was that we empty out the bandit camps of whatever resources we have, and then we'd rest, and that would reset the location more or less. Now, I'm barely on the limit of the medium amount of weight we can carry. Like, even when you're wading through the water, you sort of feel it in the controller. I know, I'm a very careful player in games like this, and one of the reasons why I didn't check the depth is because I already went this way before. Like, you can see my older, well, this is the path we came in, but this is, right now, you're seeing my older path that I took. Like, I came right down here and went up past this post box.
Thank you kindly.
Thanks for the help.
And I gave that post box a lot of likes because I thought it was a good place to put one, because post boxes now actually act as hiding places. It is possible that if we do not rest, I can take the vehicle back to C1 as well. Wait, this is not where we're going. We are actually going to over here. So I need to cross over and get to the other side. The C1 South Distribution Center. I almost went back to the wrong side. So how are we gonna go through this? You could potentially just climb over here, but it feels like the easier way would be to go around. Let's make a mark from this over here to take the long way around. Maybe if it doesn't seem too difficult to climb because of the elevation, and this is too far. Undo. Around here, and then probably a straight shot to the distribution center. A pretty easy route, all things considered. Oh, really? Oh. And that is something I have not heard before, and I'm not sure whether you're trolling me. Because I feel like if they put in flying vehicles, people are actually going to complain a lot, because they already complained so much about the zip lines. Now, to be fair, the zip lines, you couldn't completely make a zip line that was based on your own stuff, because once you connected the chiral network, other players, players' structures, other players' zip lines were in the way, so you had to work around it. Oh yeah, I see. I have some people who use that one a bit unironically, so I was not sure. feeling good. All right, we are gonna go down the river slope. It is a bit dark, right? Let me switch on the ordered X light. There doesn't seem to be any danger at the moment. Oh, I'm guessing that there's a dust dome over there. And the game is actually lighting it up with volumetric fog. So, this completely depends on what is there, but I believe blue strands usually indicate NPC or game set facilities or items that you can use. Post boxes, repair stations, whatever you can find over there. Blue is usually something that is placed by... he's talking to himself. Blue is usually what is set up by the game itself. Green is usually stuff that is placed by players, and black usually indicates danger. Like anything that has to do with BTs is black. The blue strands that you're seeing here is actually my own route, but those ones over there are structures. There is a moon, yeah. And it is possible for the moon to be hidden by clouds, and it makes it even darker. Because I have experienced that. Now let me check Sam's sprint stat. One of the stats that I've been thinking of improving is his sprint. And I need to sprint more. I feel kind of bad for Sam, but might as well improve it if we're going to work on it. As long as the terrain is right. It's not even raining. Oh, you might... I saw the rock and thought we were actually gonna fall. Now, if it's raining, it's a bit dangerous to sprint, because... No? Okay. Sudden music kicking in there. Yeah, you can actually slip in wet, sandy areas. It's something I know very well. Okay, we are almost at the limit from that. Oh. Looks like I'm actually really unbalanced at the moment. I'm gonna remove the way markers because I feel like they're sort of getting in the way of the ambiance. You can probably find this playlist somewhere. Like, I believe even the first game's soundtrack got like really popular. This will actually place me over the limit. The weir is very close to the distribution center, so I'm going to pick it up. A very joyful soundtrack. Usually it's a very melancholic, right? The Death Stranding soundtracks.
your orders and requests. Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
This is pretty much the distribution centers are very similar. It's just the NPCs who are different. They also changed up how your private room looks, but other than that, it serves as a pretty much the same function. Because what you're doing is, like in the previous game, you were connecting up the United States. Right now, you're connecting up Mexico and Australia. So you are heading to these new locations with another Cupid and connecting them to the network.
Hola, you're Sam, right? I assume you're here to drop off that stolen cargo of ours? With those chiral density gauges in our possession, we'll be able to determine where BTs are likely to appear in the future.
Now they're going to
let's get a
introduce
look
the
at
player to
those containers and see
VTs.
if we're good to go. Handled with love and care. Anyone with eyes can see as much. Picked this up while you were out and about, huh? Thanks. We really needed it. I just have to say that you're an absolutely incredible porter. Looks like our chiral density gauges are just about good to go. So, let's see what that Cupid of yours can do.
A completely new design, and they sort of changed the animation too. Because I remember a little wave, like a blast wave coming out of Sam. Like that wave is not there now when he floats. Sound effects is still there. So funny thing is, Calix, you can actually, when you start the game, Fragile is the one who's visiting Sam, and she's the one who's actually giving the job to Sam to come up and connect Mexico. Like, he's heading to the main... The reason he undertakes the quest is apparently Dead Man might be in trouble, and he's deep into the territory, so we are connecting all these stations as we go along. Now, one of the things that Sam can actually say, if you choose certain dialogue options over and over, is that it sounds to him like you're sort of taking control, like the UCA is trying to take control of Mexico. And Fragile actually says that's not the case, that they just want to connect everyone, kind of like the internet that we have right now. And I do not know how true that is, because Sam actually made a valid point. But I also feel like the internet counter-argument is very valid too, because we have internet everywhere, and it's not, well, not perfect at the moment, but it is not a form of invasion, so to speak. Benjamin Rivera. There we go, the blood grenade. See, one of the things I was wondering was that, well, we could probably use the blood grenades on the spiders. Like, sometimes they'll block your path, like in clumps. And if we had the blood grenade, you could probably throw it at that. To sort of make a path for it. Is it a YouTuber? Are you serious? Let me check. Benjamin Rivera. Not insofar as I know. There is a footballer, a Chilean footballer called Benjamin Rivera. Coefficient. Okay, I did not know him actually. Coefficient YouTuber. Oh wait, I have actually come across him. but I don't think I'm subscribed to him because he usually does like collections and stuff, right, for YouTubers. But now that you mention it, yeah, we'll get a good look in a bit, so I can probably compare. Okay, and now we get the Timefall shelter too.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Wow, I got 2 points to combat. Okay. I'm still more adept than silent.
It's high time we got on the chiral network. Our BT research should go a hell of a lot faster now. We just shared some data with you that'll let you fabricate blood grenades, a kind of anti-BT weapon, and build timefall shelters too. I think you'll find both very useful. The chiral density gauges you brought us have been safely integrated into our systems. We can resume all distribution center operations and get back to business as usual.
Okay, you are right. He's actually very reminiscent, but it doesn't seem like anyone else is thinking that, because I'm searching for coefficient Death Stranding 2, and nobody else is saying it, but you are right. He does look very, very familiar. If you knew the YouTuber, then yeah, you definitely seen the resemblance. Now, what's the blood grenade? We sort of already know this, but let's just go over the dialogue options.
You probably think timefall shelters are only good for getting out of the rain, right? Wrong.
Sunlight too.
Timefall shelters are different, you see. After extensive research and development, we were able to outfit them with a system that disperses a BT repellent fluid. So if you've got one on your tail and it's about to grab you, these shelters are the perfect way out. Only downside is that the repellent has a limited supply, so make sure you don't run low. It has other perks too.
Yeah, the Nightbot thing. You know what? Let me.
Water, allowing you to top up your canteen on the go. We've posted an aid request so you can fabricate a shelter to see how it works. Researchers at other facilities are also in the process of looking into how various structures might be improved. As you expand chiral network coverage, we'll be able to share information and coordinate our efforts more effectively. And I'm sure we will all make even faster progress as a result. So keep on doing what you do and linking up places for us.
Keep on keeping on, in other words. Also, let me find a pen and write down Nightbot. Because I keep saying it, but each time I finish the stream, I forget to go and adjust this. I'm going to remove Nightbot for a while, because it feels like Nightbot is actually moderating the cap span more than anything else. Okay, there we go. I placed a note on my desk so that I actually remember this time.
This whole area is a chiralium-rich environment, so there's a much higher risk of BTs showing up. We've been coordinating with the research lab nearby, sharing data, etc. All to help develop BT avoidance and elimination solutions. One of the largest void outs ever recorded happened down south, don't forget, giving rise to a massive tar belt. So massive that it completely cut us off from the land beyond. We can't afford to let that kind of tragedy repeat itself here. But between the cargo you've delivered to us and our new connection to the chiral network, I think we got a shot. We're gonna make it through this.
So I am gonna bet that now they're actually gonna introduce BTs after we rest. The next mission will actually put us into BT territory, because like before, this is your South Knot situation, right? Like you needed to explore the entirety of the South Knot region before you could head to Central Knot, and opened up the larger map.
It's one of the fruits of our joint effort with the lab to develop anti-BT tech. Up until now, our primary weapons against these entities have been created with the blood of doom sufferers. And so, production is wholly reliant upon regular donations from rare individuals like yourself. Securing a stable supply has been difficult. But you know all about that, given your experiences with the UCA.
Yes, we do.
But this weapon utilizes synthetic blood with all
Oh,
the same
okay.
anti-BT properties. Derived from samples taken from doom sufferers, it can be produced at scale to meet demand. And despite its artificial nature, it's actually proven to be more potent than the genuine article. So you can think of our new weapon as a more full-blooded version of the hematic grenade it replaces. In any case, we won't need to ask you for your blood ever again, so rest easy. If you want to test it out, we have some training facilities here at the distribution center. Feel free to access the delivery terminal and give them a try.
It seems like they're slowly actually changing how everything functions, right? Like the blood grenade, the time for shelter. You've come across these before, but they're sort of changing how everything works and improving it more or less.
By the way, you're planning to visit the research lab, yeah? You have to pass through some dangerous territory then. We'll do a quick survey of the chiral density, so you might not want to leave right away. Let's not forget that you just tackled one of our toughest orders on record. Tell you what, we got a nice private room here that you can use to catch your breath. We'll get started on prepping the cargo for your next run in the meantime.
Oh, Dooms is actually, I believe, it's more or less your connection with the other side, right? The side of death. So a person with a higher Dooms level can actually sense BTs better. Like, I know Fragile can actually, for example, see it, but Sam only has a level of 2, so he can sense it, but he can't completely see it. But all Doom sufferers sort of have nightmares as a result.
Gate quake detected. Please seek shelter immediately.
Of an encroaching apocalypse. So I don't know if this is a nightmare sequence. Like, we had a nightmare sequence in the previous shelter as well.
Sam, are you okay?
Or it might be real life, actually.
The facility's intact, but the research lab might have taken a hit. The local chiralium levels appear to be rising. Better hurry over there, Sam. Head to the delivery terminal upstairs and check their order.
So yes, this is also the main reason that we're coming to Mexico, right? Because Deadman is over here in Mexico, and oh, we got a message from Fragile. Let me take a look. So Fragile is actually taking care of Lou while we head out to meet Deadman. Deadman is at the lab that we're talking about, and we've sensed BT influence over there for a while, and we sort of knew that it was going to increase. So Sam has actually been sent here to deal with those BTs and to save Deadman. That's the whole reason why we're in this region. And to answer your question there, to answer your statement there, the nightmares are not only prophetic, they're actually a vision of the apocalypse, because, right, the whole concept of the Death Stranding is that an entity called the extinction entity, like a person or a thing or a creature, is gonna trigger a global extinction of sorts, right? And the lore of Death Stranding is that all the previous extinction events that have happened in the past in Earth's history were actually triggered by these individuals, which they call the extinction entities. And so my guess is that it's never been said, but my guess is that the person with the highest dooms, Emily from before, who is the extinction entity, is actually the one with the perfect level of dooms, the highest. That's why they can access the beach, right? So all the doom sufferers are actually seeing that extinction event that is gonna happen in the future. And we sort of saw that with Sam in the original Death Stranding as well, right? He would have constant nightmares on the beach. Time passed while you were asleep. The sun has set stamina fully restored. Okay, we have been streaming for 2 hours, 30 minutes. So I am actually going to stop here for today, and I feel like it's a good place to stop. I might restart the stream again a bit later and continue playing, but for now I'm going to take a break and actually give my back a bit of rest. Oh, shower time. I'm not sure why you guys want to see this, but sure, why not? Why not? See, the funny thing is, I've actually been playing Mecha Break. No, it's kind of loud. I've been playing Mecha Break, and Mecha Break has a shower scene as well. But to see it in this context, it's also all kind of weird. And this is one thing that has bothered me even before, right? You can see that, like, bruise marks on Sam's shoulders from carrying heavy cargo, and I do believe these appear only if you as the player are carrying cargo beyond the medium limit. Kind of depends, right, on what you're thinking of. The answer to that is yes, but it's only predatory in one mode, and that is the extraction mode, which they call mash make. See, the thing with mash make is you can actually get something called mods. Like, think of them as like accessories which you can equip to your mech, which increases stuff like your lock-on range, your shields, how fast your energy recharges, etc. You can buy these mods with paid currency, and that mode is definitely pay to win if you shell out for it. The other modes, which are actually their focus, they are focused according to the devs, right? I'm gonna pause here so that we're not moving in time here. And you know what, let's go back, it doesn't matter. It's, according to the devs, their focus is the other two modes, which is 6 versus 6 and 3 versus 3. 3 versus 3 is just like whichever team kills the fastest wins, like 8 kills, whoever gets that wins. 6 versus 6 is, they have different names for it. They have different names for it, but it's basically capture the flag, capture the point, and I believe bomb defusal. That's basically the 3 main modes in 6v6. This is something that happens with Korean MMOs a lot. The reason why, it's not that they're paying less to paying to play the game less. It's more that they want to feel overpowered in that mode, and I've actually come across players who feel overpowered there. One of the things the players like to do, let's grab a drink while we're at it, right? One of the things that players like to do is they will go to the shop and buy mods that increase your lock-on range, right? And they'll buy these mods so that their lock-on range is maximum. And these players will take a sniper mech, specifically a sniper mech called Aquila. And what Aquila does is that it can float in the air with a separate energy gauge. And these players, they will wait at the highest point near the objective in matchmake or in the extraction mode, and they'll wait for another player to complete the objective and then snipe them from the air. And I've had that happen to me twice. I believe that is a meta for the game right now, because I have run into Aquilas like 5 times. 2 times I managed to escape. 1 time I actually managed to win against the Aquila, and the other 2 times I died. So yes, I do believe that is it. Yes, but again, it's a bit more complex because the pay to win is for that mode only. So saying that the entire game is pay to win is objectively incorrect. It does have pay to win elements. And the other thing is that if you actually manage to get out from that extraction mode, right? If you manage to survive, the materials you find there can actually be sold on the cash market. You as a free player can earn the premium currency. So I feel like there's a balance there that most other games don't usually give. And surprisingly, the most popular item that you can sell on the cash shop is paints, because everybody wants to paint their mechs and their suits and their outfits, right? So if you find a paint one, yeah, I don't know if you're playing or not, but if you find a paint one, go sell it on the market. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get the premium currency for you as a free player to go and get anything. So I feel like even though there is a pay to win thing, the fact that it's limited to one mode and the fact that you can earn premium currency yourself sort of balances out. It doesn't feel as predatory because you have the option, but it feels really, really bad when those players with the great mods start sniping you out of the way. So yes, it is pay to win, but with caveats. if you like the game for just the 6v6 and the 3v3, then you can actually play the game without it being involved in any of the pay to win stuff, because you cannot take those mods into those other modes. All that for those modes, it's all about your teamwork and how good your own player is. I have heard good things about Warframe, but that is one game that I have still not quite played yet. Because I feel like those are also one of the games that if I start playing, I'm gonna get addicted like really easily. Okay, let's put on our Sam sunglasses and our Sam hat. I do believe these actually help you with sunburn. In case you're wondering why I keep wearing them, because I do believe it kind of looks a bit silly. But yes, for now, I'm gonna save. And take a brick of a break. You already, oh, is it the emote? The emote actually triggered it. Yeah, really need to get rid of Nightbot for a bit. But the why me one is actually because it's one of the things that he says when Fragile asks him to do the mission. He's like, why me? In any case, yeah, I'm gonna get some rest. I'll do my prayers. And if I'm streaming, you guys will know. Hopefully you'll see the Twitch notification or the YouTube live notification. For now, have a good night and stay safe. Bye.